Hello everyone and welcome back to a new Minecraft tutorial. In today's video we're going to be creating this Japanese style house slash dojo. I found the design for this building online and I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. I have made some changes to work with the limitations in Minecraft and to give the build a bit more detail. These are the blocks that are required for the build, with some of these blocks only being used as temporary placeholder blocks. You can find the link to the banner design we'll be using in the description below, and finally, we will need an area of 41 by 41 blocks wide for a build. Now let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to get started with the build is creating the base of our building. So to do this, we're going to place 3 lines of these stone brick stairs, and for each line we're going to come in one and up one, just like this. And we're going to build this around the entire width of the build that we've outlined here. So now that we have the walls of our foundation finished, what we're going to do now is start working on the stairs and the flooring up to the main base. So what you want to do is you want to count 20 blocks in from the side, and you will find your centre point here. Then you want to get rid of all the stairs in the centre, as well as the 2 adjacent sets of stairs, just like that. Next, you want to remove these and place in some slabs, and take your spruce stairs, and you want to build up 3 stairs again, just like you did with the foundation walls. Just like that. Next up, to fill in these little gaps, we're going to take a full stone brick block and just fill that in just like this. And your stairs should look like that. Next up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some stripped dark oak logs and I'm going to go around the outer edge just against the top layer of wall, placing these all the way around. Then to finish this off, I'm going to come out an extra 2 blocks in this direction like that. So once you've finished out our rim, it should look like this. Next up, I'm going to take some dark oak fences and I'm going to go around the entire outer rim and place a fence on top of each of our stripped oak logs. Next up, in each of the 4 corners around, I'm just going to build up some basic lighting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the fences and I'm going to build up 1, 2, 3 blocks high, come out at either side, and place a lantern underneath. And that's just some basic lighting that we're going to put in all 4 of these corners. Then to finish off the lighting, I'm going to come to the front 2 corners here, build up another 1, 2, 3, and come out at this side and that side, and place some lanterns once again. And after adding in your lighting, your foundation should look like this. And to finish off the flooring of the foundation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our spruce planks and I'm just going to fill in the entire space here with these spruce planks. So the first thing we're going to work on for the main base is we're going to work on creating just a general outline. So what you want to do is come up to the fence here and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks like that. Then remove these 5 blocks, build out this way, and join up with this fence. Then remove 1, 2, 3 blocks and build all the way back. Then once you hit this fence, remove another 1, 2, 3 and do the same over to that side, removing 3 blocks. So hit this fence and 1, 2, 3, and the bottom of your wall should look like this. Next thing what we want to do is in each of the 4 corners we want to build up a 5 block high pillar. So you should end up looking like this. Then the last thing we want to do is just join up the top of these pillars. Next we're going to start working on the windows that's going to go on both sides of each wall around the entire base. So to do this, we're going to place an upside down stair here and here. Then we're going to place a right side up stair here and here. Next, this centre part, we're going to join this with planks coming all the way down here like that. Then put 1 here, 1 here. Then we're going to build another line of planks down just like that. Then we're going to put in some white stained glass in these sections. And then we're going to place a spruce trapdoor in the middle just like that. Then to finish off a little bit of detail, we're going to take our dark oak logs, build up 7 blocks high here, as well as here, and finishing it off around this corner here. And as I said, you want to repeat this design for each of the corners around the 4 walls. And once you're finished, your walls should be looking just like this. Next, we're going to start working on the entrance to the build. So what you want to do is line yourself up with this middle step here. Come in here and remove this block and build with your dark oak logs all the way down just like that. Then we're going to take some birch doors, remove these 2 blocks and place the doors on the inside just like this. Then we're going to take some white stained glass again and do 2 blocks vertical like that on either side. Place a upside down stair here and here. Then take our dark oak planks and build all the way down on both sides just like this. Take our dark oak logs once again and build up 7 blocks high once more at either side of the door. And that's how that entrance should look. Next up, in this space here, we're going to fill this in with a little quartz pattern. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to fill this entire gap with quartz brick blocks. Then once that's filled, I'm going to create a little pattern using quartz stairs. So what I want to do is remove these blocks and place the stairs just like that. Doing the same on the other side. Next we want to remove this block and place a right side up stair. Again, both sides. Then you want to remove these 2 middle blocks, placing right side up stairs. And these 2 middle blocks right at the top, placing upside down stairs. And that creates that little design here, and you want to do that in the little gap here as well. And your entrance should look like this. And because of the design that we followed online had an entrance at the front and the back of the building, we're going to go around the back and repeat this exact same design as well. To finish off the walls, what we're going to do is at both of the sides we're going to create a little pattern using some quartz again. I'm going to be using quartz brick stairs and chiseled quartz blocks this time. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to fill this entire gap up just with our quartz bricks. Then once that's done, I'm going to take our quartz stairs and I'm going to come to this side here, and these 2 blocks I'm going to place an upside down and a right side up stair just like that. Then I'm going to place some chiseled quartz, back to our stairs, back to our chiseled quartz, and this time I'm going to do 2 wide with these. Then this is our centre block of this wall. I'm going to go back to the stairs, back to the double chiseled quartz, back to the stairs, back to our chiseled quartz, and finishing off with our stairs. So the wall should look just like this, and we're going to do the exact same design on the other side once more. So before we start working on the roof, we're going to add in a little bit more logs for some detail. So you want to come to your 2 logs at the corners, then on both of them you want to come up to the 6th block, and using our dark oak logs once more, come out 1, 2, 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to take some stone buttons and place that just here. So that acts as just a little bit of detail, like a nail. And you're going to want to repeat this in all 4 corners. So once you've done that to all of the corners, what you want to do is along each of the walls, you're going to want to come into this first block coming out from the corner pillars and join that up with the corner over there. Then once you've joined that up, you're also going to want to come out another 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and place a stone button so it just matches up to that. And you want to make sure you do that at this side as well, and repeat along all of our walls. Then once you're finished up joining your corners, what you want to do is you want to come in here and just build some more planks down vertically like this, and place another one up top like that. And again, you want to repeat that for all 4 corners, just making it look a little bit more secure and sturdy. And once you're finished, your corners should look like this. So now it's time to start working on the roof. So what we're going to do first is these extra logs sticking up at each of the 4 corners, I'm going to remove all of these. Once all of those corner blocks are removed, we're going to come back to our horizontal logs here. We're going to come in 1 block and start placing our slabs all the way around, and we just want to go around the entire radius of the building using our black stone slabs. Once you've completed this layer of our slabs, what we want to do is we want to come in 1 and up a slab, just like that. And once more we want to come in 1 and up a slab like that. Then you want to create another 2 ring of our slabs all the way around, just like we did the first time. Then once you've added your 3 rings of slabs, your roof should be looking just like this. And to finish off, in the bottom layer of slabs in each of the 4 corners, I'm going to remove this slab hanging off in between our logs. Now we're going to get to work on the sides of the roof. So what we're first going to do is, on the 3rd layer of slabs, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. And on our 8th block, this is where we're going to start building up and in with some blackstone stairs. So we're going to build in like this, then we're going to come in a level and up a level. So in a level and up a level again, and in a level and up a level once more. And you're going to want to do the same for the other side, so count in your 8 blocks from that top ring of slabs, then build up and in with your stairs 4 layers just like that. Then once you're finished, you should have something looking like this, and once again you want to go to the opposite side and repeat this design for over there. Next up, you're going to want to take your dark oak logs and come up to the top of your stairs. We're going to build just up above the stairs going horizontally, and we're going to put our dark oak logs all the way along. So you should have something like this. Next up, we're going to build one up here, then we're going to stagger them up like this all the way up to the top. So once we have our dark oak logs going up on a little staircase looking like that, we want to come into the inside, and with our dark oak planks we want to build a line down the centre, just like this. Then we want to leave a 2 wide empty gap beside that, and take our planks and build another line down here, just like that, and repeat it on this side. So once your planks are in, it should be looking like this. Next up, I'm going to take some smooth quartz blocks. You don't need to use smooth quartz, you could use bones or white concrete, whatever you have more of or whatever's easy to get for you. But I'm simply just going to fill in these gaps between the planks using these blocks. So once that's filled, it should be looking like this. And the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some spruce fences and I'm just going to place them in front of all these blocks, covering them up just like so. Once again, you're going to want to repeat this for the opposite side as well. Continuing on with the roof, I'm going to join up both of these side sections, and to do this I'm going to place some dark oak logs. I'm going to come out 2 blocks this direction, up 1 and out 1 again, and remove these 2. So you should have this little pattern. Then I'm going to build a horizontal line of dark oak logs over connecting to that side. Then once I've connected here, I'm going to come out 2 blocks once more, up 1, out 1, just again like we have over on the other side. Next up, I'm going to take some blackstone stairs and I'm going to get to working on the rest of the roof. So to build this section over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build stairs all the way down here, just like that. Then I'm going to start building out and down all the way until we reach our slabs. So it should look like this, and I'm also going to come out an additional block, just covering a little shelter up on this side. Then to help our roof line up with these stairs a bit better, we're simply going to build up using some of our blackstone slabs, just like that. Then we're also going to place some blackstone slabs underneath these stairs, just to make it look a little bit thicker. And you're going to want to repeat that on this side of this part of the roof, and do the same on the opposite side as well. And once you have that done, you basically want to fill up the rest of the gap on the roof using your blackstone stairs. And once you've filled in the entirety of your roof, you should have something that looks like this. So now that we have the roof built, what we're going to do is we're going to add some detail just to make it stand out a little bit more and look a bit more interesting. So first thing, up at the top here, I'm going to place 1, 2, 3 chains and place a lantern hanging off them like that. Then I'm going to place one of these banners. You can find the design in the description. I'm also going to put this on the other side here. So it should look just like that. Next up, for our slabs down here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomly take away some of the slabs on all 3 of the levels. And in the second level, I'm going to place some of this gilded blackstone. And on the other 2 levels, I'm going to mix in some of this polished blackstone slabs. And now that I've finished with the slabs, I'm going to take some polished blackstone stairs and I'm just going to do the same, fly about, take out some of the existing stairs and replace some of this, just to break up the texture. And there we have it, the finished version of the roof. So just adding in these polished blocks with the cobble helps break up the texture and make it a bit more visually appealing and a bit more interesting to look at. Next up, I'm going to add some more details around the walls and the floor of the base. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go through and fill in all of these gaps here with some dark oak stairs just upside down like that. And this will help just seal off this gap on the inside and you won't be able to see anything outside. Then once that's done, I'm going to take some spruce fences and all along these logs going horizontally underneath the slabs, I'm going to place fences all the way along the entire length of the building. Next up, I'm going to take some of the banners that we made and I'm going to place one here and here just beside our doors. And I'm going to take some chains, come down 2 like that and connect a lantern to them just like this. And I'm going to do the same at the entrance on the other side as well. To give our base a little bit more protection from any hostile mobs walking about, I'm just going to connect these 2 fences here with some dark oak fence gates. Then I'm going to take some spruce stairs and all along the floor on the outside of the building, I'm just going to break the floor randomly, just like we did with the roof. And then I'm going to place some stairs just in random directions, just to give it a sort of a broken up look to the floor. For the final bit of detail for the build, we're going to break up the texture of the foundation here. And to do this, I'm going to add in some mossy stone brick stairs, some andesite stairs and some polished andesite stairs. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to go through and only click a few times with one set of stairs. And I'm going to go back around with the other set doing the same and back around with the third set doing the same, rather than breaking them all at once and trying to rotate them through manually. And there we have it, your very own Japanese style house / dojo. I hope you've enjoyed the video and found the tutorial useful. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe for future content, and be sure to check out my other tutorials if you haven't already. If you're going to recreate this build, be sure to send me a picture on Instagram or Twitter linked below. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!